So this is the first mandala that I did. It's stuck onto a box, so it travels with me. And I must say, even with the traveling, it doesn't have that many bumps in it from transport. So I patinaed this fully in black patina, and then I polished just the raised area here, and I polished the lower area a bit more, and these layers I left darker, and then I covered it with a matte spray paint. So that's what we're going to do now on this one. So before I patina, we always need a clean pewter sheet before we, so you guys that are still busy embossing, you can continue and just listen and look while you're embossing on your side. And then when you get to the patina stage, you can always go back to the videos and then look again. Okay, so you can patina in by using a brush, or you can use a piece of cotton wool. I like using, if I'm gonna do a full piece like this, I like using some batting material. Thanks, Lynette, for that one. So I just cut them a little bit smaller. And then divide them so I have nice pieces that I can work with. These are quite thick. So this you can basically buy at any material shop. They all usually sell them. And then I'm going to use some black patina. I just want to get rid of any tools that's lying around, because I don't want any patina to accidentally land on any tools. And then I want some paper. I always just use some of this kitchen paper towels, just in case I spill some pewter patina. It's nice to use to clean up. Okay, so don't use your patina straight out of your main bottle. I just pour a little bit into a shot glass or into the lid. And before we apply the patina, we're going to clean the pewter first. So I take some spirits, just some methylated spirits, and then just apply a generous amount onto the pewter. And then take a paper towel and then just clean it. So you need to do this because I put lubricant on it. So you would like to really get into all of the little corners, all of the little levels, to a nice proper clean. I'm going to do one more. And then wipe it down again. Okay, I think that should be clean enough by now. So you can obviously decide not to patina your piece. You can leave it as it is and just polish it up, or you can use some copper patina. You can use any alcohol inks on it as well. That's up to you. For this design, I'm going to use the black patina. Okay, so now I'm ready to patina. I just need to get some gloves, because I'm going to use the batting.
Cecilia, can I ask a question quickly?
Yes.
If you want to do the copper patina, do you do the black patina first and then polish up and then highlight with the copper, or how does it work?
You can do it in that direction as well. I did a small copper patina video the other day. So the one method that I like doing is I buff my patina, my pewter. I don't polish it. So I take a piece of cotton wool and then I will buff it to a high shine, because the copper patina once adheres best to pewter that has got a nice shine. So I would take a piece of cotton wool like this and then buff the area that I want a copper patina until it's nice and shiny. Then I'll apply the copper patina, I'll apply my black patina, and then I do one polishing. But you can also first do your black patina, polish, then clean the area that you want to apply copper patina to with spirits, because it won't adhere to a polished surface. Do the copper patina and then polish again. So like this one, I'm going to show you quickly. This one I did, and I just buffed the area. So you can see here. And I don't mind these outer, because this was an old piece of pewter. It had a lot of scratch marks. So I did it as a test run with the copper. And I know it got black on the outside because this is where my pewter was damaged a lot. So this one I did by just buffing and not polishing. So to me, both methods work, but it's up to you. You're going to have to do a test run and either first polish the area and then apply the copper patina. Just remember that after you've polished, you need to clean it properly with the spirits. Otherwise, the copper won't take. Okay, or you can buff it like I would normally just buff. I just make sure that it's clean and I've got a nice shine, which I can get, you can see there already. And I can do like a bit of copper patina on this one quickly for you. So I haven't polished this, so I'm going to buff it until I get a nice shine. Like that. And I'm not pressing down very hard, I'm pressing very softly. And for the copper patina, you need to use a brush. You can't apply it with batting, so I just need to quickly get a brush. There's a brush in here. Oops. Sorry, just need to get a brush quickly. So you want to use a nice clean brush as well. So I would normally just clean my brush with some spirits before I use it. So I've got just a brush here. So on the side here, I'm just going to take a piece of paper towel and I'm just going to make sure that that brush is nice and clean. There we go. And then let me get some copper patina. I'll put some copper patina just in the lid, like that. And then I'm going to do one last round just to make sure that it's really clean and shiny, like that. And then I take a piece of paper towel in my one hand, because you always want to clean your brush in between picking up patina. You don't want to really put your dirty brush into your patina. So got a clean brush, clean pewter, nice and shiny. I dip it in there. and then I just brush it on. And you can see immediately how the copper patina is taking to the pewter. And I haven't polished this, I've just shined it or just buffed it. This is actually not the right brush. So before I can take another piece, I clean my brush. Here we go. And then clean it before I pick up anything. You see, and then if I polish this and I see there's certain areas that it didn't take so well, I can then clean it and do another layer of copper if I want to. Okay, like that. So I'm just quickly going to do all of these. So what's important is it needs to be clean and needs to be shiny. So I'll do some black patina. Oops, no, I did that corner. I might as well do the other ones as well. Okay, so I just want to do that pieces as well, which I now accidentally did on the other one. So I can already see there might be some black spots on here, but like I said, I don't really mind the blackish spots, but I'll see what it looks like after I've polished. And then I might add another layer. Okay, so now that's the copper patina then done. Then I take just a paper towel and then I just press it down. I don't wipe it down, I just put it straight down, press down. I sorry, I'm just checking the comments here. Aretha, do you have sound? Vicky, I do the patina first and I do the polishing as well first before I do my cutting. I cut just before I apply my sealer. Okay, so that's the copper patina done. So we'll do a little bit of black patina in between. So I'll just get a small brush here because now I'll have to do that central part with a brush and not with the batting. Clean this brush. So I'll take some black patina, and then I do the black patina straight on here, and I just try not to let it flow into the copper patina. And I always clean my brush before I dip it into the patina. So a little bit of patina at a time, not too much that it's gonna flow over. And if you see that your patina is not taking to your pewter, that it's struggling to take to the pewter, that means that your pewter isn't clean, that there's still some oily residue left. So you'll need to do another round of cleaning before you can continue. Okay, so then I'm going to brush just a little bit here, and then I'll do the batting, because I really don't want to do that whole piece with the brush. So you can see that the patina is immediately taking, so this piece is nice and clean. And you'll see now how quickly it goes with the batting. Just do this with the brush. And because I'm going to cut this piece out, I'm not going to worry about patina getting onto the edge. Yes, you can buy tin foil on Amazon, but I don't buy tin foil on Amazon. It's just too expensive. The Amazon shipping to Namibia is very expensive. Okay, so now I'm taking a piece of batting and then I'm just going to dip it into the patina and then just rub it on. So I'm rubbing on in a circular motion and I'm getting all of that patina into all of the little grooves, like that, until you see that it's not taking anymore. And you need to take another piece of batting with some fresh patina. So then you can put that aside. So now I'm going to take another piece, take some patina and then just wipe it on. I need some more patina. So the batting uses a lot of patina, but I like the coverage that I get and the even coverage that I get with the batting and with the brush. The brush is nice to use if you're going to paint just specific areas. And with this I can really get it into all of the little grooves. And use some gloves because the patina is corrosive, so it's gonna, eat a bit, damage your skin a bit. So I like to use gloves when I do this. If you need to do another layer, do you mean another layer of patina after you've polished or before you polished? So I just need to work that in. And remember, the longer you leave your patina on, the darker it's going to be at the end of the day. So if you don't want such a dark finish, you need to work fairly quickly, especially with a big piece like this. Going to need one more piece here. Here we go. And then one last bit. And then we're set to polish. Okay, so now I'm going to just clean. So I just take paper towels and then clean the area before I polish. And I just clean my pewter as well, just dab it dry. So remember, the longer you leave it, the darker it's going to be. So you can go to a zinc, and then you can wash off the patina as well. That also deactivates the agent inside the patina that causes the aging process. So I just do it with a piece of paper towel. Remove all the patina that's still on there, and then we can polish. Now the polishing, and I actually now went over my copper patina there. The polishing is what also deactivates that whole process. And then you seal it. That will stop the rusting process, because otherwise the patina causes a bit of a rust to form on the pewter. So for polishing, I remove my gloves. I don't like working with gloves. So we're going to use just cotton wool. So you can use a polishing cloth as well. I just buy cotton wool in bulk, and then I like using cotton wool and some brass. So remember to shake your polish well before you apply. That's very important, because it does tend, especially the brass, it does tend to separate. Then you end up with the oily part at the top and the polish at the bottom. So you need to shake it well. And then I apply a generous amount of polish. I would like it to be nice and wet. And then I just apply the polish all over. And now you want to concentrate on the areas that you want light and dark. So we want to polish this area. You can see there it's already coming out nicely. And then I want to leave this a little bit darker. So I'm not going to polish a lot. And then I want these ones lighter again. So I'm going to concentrate on these ones at the bottom. And I'm really not pressing very hard. This is light motions. I'm not pressing that hard. And I'm actually going to add a little bit more polish. You don't want this to dry out before you can really see the polish working. Okay, so I want these to be lighter, so I'm concentrating on the bottom, avoiding the central part. This I can polish a little bit. Sorry, I just want to accept. Okay, and then you need to polish like this until you start seeing like a little black residue that forms. That means you're ready to now start buffing the polish to a shine and really start getting the color back. So now I'll take a clean piece of cotton wool. And I always hold the pewter with one piece of cotton wool, and then I polish with the other piece. So now I'm moving all over with quick light motions, and then I constantly turn my cotton wool that I have a nice clean piece to polish with. So again, I want to concentrate on these areas at the bottom to get them a little bit lighter. And concentrate on the copper. So there we go. The copper is coming out nicely. And there it's starting to shine. And I don't really have any black marks on there. So that's about done for the top. So I don't want this to be too light, so I'm going to concentrate at the bottom. There we go. And I don't want to press too hard because you can polish off the tin layer that's on top, and then it will look like a copper layer that comes through. That's how you know you've polished your tin layer off. So I really don't want to press too hard. You could have also just painted this part black and leave this part without any patina. But I do quite like the aged effect that the patina creates on the pewter. And there we go. So always remember that your patina is a dark gray before you apply the sealer. Once you've applied the sealer, the blackness of the patina really comes out only after that. So these lines, they might look quite light at the moment, but once you've sealed the piece with a clear lacquer, it will come out darker. So that's it. I'm going to leave it like that. I quite like the lighter pieces at the bottom and the darker areas in the center here.